get up from the table after a good meal, I like to be satisfied. I like to put my hands on my stomach and know that I've had a gracious aplenty. And after a good meal, I don't want heartburn, indigestion, acid reflux, or anything that would cause my stomach to ache. And I don't want distractions either. I want to enjoy my meal in peace. I hate trying to eat, and there are a lot of arguments and disagreements. It's best not to talk about politics and religion if you're going to enjoy a good meal. To promote good digestion, try talking about things that are not going to get you upset. So don't tell me what's wrong past the gravy. I don't want to hear about the problems in your life, the neighborhood, or the country. Pass me another chicken breast. Please don't ask me for a donation for breast cancer research, MS, or diabetes because I'm trying to ask the person sitting next to me, are you going to eat that? I'm trying to get my eat on. And then I'm invited to the table of the Lord on Holy Thursday, the beginning of a different kind of meal, which forces me to ask myself and you this question. Are you hungry for what really satisfies, or are you satisfied with what you can get? You see, the meal I described to you earlier was a meal that catered to my needs, my happiness, my preferences, my peace of mind, my satisfaction. But Jesus is inviting us to a meal that offers us something so very different. Eating with Jesus involves food for thought, a curbing from the carnal and a feasting on the spiritual, a growing appetite for justice, a hunger for mercy and compassion, and a flavorful gospel that doesn't sit so well with us initially. You see, sisters and brothers, at this table and in this meal, our hearts do burn. We are not satisfied that only we have had enough to eat, that only we enjoy peace and prosperity, that only we experience justice, that only we have all we need and most of what we want. We are not satisfied with what we can get because we know that there are others in the world who, through no fault of their own, live in poverty, fear, sickness, and oppression. We are not satisfied with what we can get because participation in this meal means that we are called to be servants and not consumers, prophets, not puppets, salt of the earth, and not those in search of self-satisfaction. We are not satisfied with what we can get because the strength we get from eating the body and the blood of Jesus fills us with new insight, a deeper love, and a longing that all people be satisfied, both physically and spiritually. We cannot and we should not be satisfied if anyone is left behind, abandoned, or excluded from the blessings that God offers to us all. Jesus wants us to hunger for more for our world, and he asks us this question. Are you hungry for what really satisfies, or are you satisfied with what you can get? As we gather around the table of the Lord, may we serve one another a good portion of respect for human dignity, a heaping helping of compassion, and sprinkle a generous amount of God's grace over everything we do. And as we find our place at this banquet table, may we always be ready to make room for the least, the lost, and the left out who live in our midst, so that all truly are welcome at the banquet table of the Lord.